Hey everybody, Bobby Williams here, candidate Florida governor, Republican, conservative, 2026. Just want to come on here. I get a lot of questions, from my videos because I'm real big on the infrastructure of Florida. All this development, we got to stop development, slow development. Just a lot of things we can do. What we can do from the state level, the governor level, to stop all this overbuilding in Florida and let our infrastructure catch up, our roads catch up. So I've been doing a lot of videos on that. That's really the number one platform, that and education and teaching our kids common sense and trade skills and that kind of stuff. But, I keep getting people come on here. It's funny how people see one video, then they're going to post what you believe in. And if you want to know what I believe in, just go to my, mainly Facebook. I've just learned TikTok here recently if you follow me on TikTok. But go to my Facebook, look over the last 5-10 years what I've done. It shows who I am, that kind of stuff, before you start telling people who I am and what I believe in. I've been called a liberal. I've been called, I don't believe in the Second Amendment. None of that's true. I believe in the Second Amendment. That's why I'm here today to talk about. So I have plenty of guns. You can see me, I'm an avid outdoorsman. I call this my snake getter. It's a 20 gauge pump. Shot a couple snakes actually this last week. We're up here in South Carolina. We have a lodge up here. You can see I'm an avid outdoorsman. These are my deer heads. Since I was 15, my uncle started taking me hunting. My dad actually took us hunting. I think we were 13, 14. We did some dove hunting. So I have 12 gauges. It's just some we have up here. Mainly these are used for snake guns out here in the woods. We see timber rattlers a lot. Like I said, I've killed 2 in the last couple weeks. About stepped on 1. And so I am an avid outdoorsman. I believe in the Second Amendment. I believe in the right to protect yourself. Actually, up here in the woods, I have a concealed weapons in Florida. I think it's out of date. I got to redo it. But up here in South Carolina, a lot of times, we're in the woods. We got 2,500 acres up here we're blessed with. It's a pretty cool story. And, I open carry up here a lot because of, the shotguns kind of stay in our UTVs or our pickup trucks. But I have this on me. Funny story about this. I almost stepped on, had a timber rattler right in front of me, and I pulled my pistol out to shoot it, and the firing pin didn't work. So really does no good. Almost had to throw it at the snake's head, and I picked sticks up, threw it at the snake's head, called somebody, and they come. We killed it because it was right next to one of our feeders. But I didn't want nobody to get. Actually, since we've been up here, we hang out at a store down here that feeds us, but 2 people have been bitten by rattlesnakes in the last couple of weeks. So anyhow, it didn't work, but I believe in open carry. I believe in protecting yourself, I'm friends with Grady Judd. We do a lot of stuff with Polk County Sheriffs. I believe you have the right to protect yourself. You have the right to protect your house. I believe stand your ground. I believe in if you're going to block a road and you're going to try to carjack somebody, or you're going to block a road and start beating on somebody's car, you have the right to run them over. I don't think you need to run them over. I think that people should have enough common sense to get out of the way, and people should have enough common sense not to block a road. You're going to stand in a road, you're going to get ran over. It's common sense. And I think not only do we need to get laws for that, but we need to have laws against lawsuits against that, to where, these faulty claim lawsuits of shooting or people running you over because you're out doing something stupid. I'll tell you one, this is really not a Second Amendment, but it kind of is. I think there should be a law against a burglar. If you're committing a crime, you should in no way have a right to sue somebody, whether you fall down, break a leg, twist an ankle, whatever. If you're trespassing or you're breaking a law, stealing, robbing, whatever, on somebody else's property, you should have no right to a lawsuit at all. I believe that should be a Florida law. I think it should be a national law. If you're committing a crime, you have no right to sue somebody. I believe that. So if somebody shoots you because you're breaking the law, you should have no right to sue them. I think that should be something we need to put in play. One of the problems with, we're talking Second Amendment, but one of the problems with insurance and thing is faulty lawsuits. I think there should be a crime, some way. It's kind of a catch-22. There's always that catch-22, but these people are suing people left and right over nonsense and different things. And I think somewhere it should, I don't know if you put a law in place, but they have to pay, your time, your effort, all the stuff that you're getting caught up in this lawsuit against. A lawyer should have to pay the money back, or even the lawyer and the person suing should have to pay if they don't win. And I know sometimes some win and you're legally right, so there's that catch-22. But there should be a lot of things in play to protect our Floridians, you know. And obviously, second, it's constitutional right. You know, if you have a constitutional right, you should be able to do it, no matter what a state says. But we need to protect that in Florida and different things. So, like I said, I got many guns. I got rifles we deer hunt with. I got 22 Magnums. I got a 22 regular 22. I got 22 Hornets. I got all kinds of different rifles and different things, and you know, so I got ARs at home. I think I got an AR-12 at home. You know, I got some 40s, some 9mm, Glocks, different things. You know, you have the right to protect yourself. So I am firmly, truly for the Second Amendment. So Bobby Williams, conservative Republican, 2026 governor. Pray for me, vote for me. Love y'all. Be blessed. Have a great day.